Rahul, if you were to rewind the kind of discussions that were going on India today around 2019, early January, after Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and Rajasthan elections, these were the exact same things that you were suggesting.
True.
These were the exact same logics that were being made. But it is very easy to form a government on a piece of paper. You can start doing mathematics and you'll suddenly see that, oh, Maharashtra, three parties coming together will suddenly result in 36 seats out of 48 going to the opposition. It doesn't work like that. There is much more levels of complexities to that. There are so many people out there, people who are regional satraps. How do you accommodate that when you have a couple of them? You can't bring them all under one fold, and you cannot give everybody ticket. They are going to play spoilers, even if this Mahagathbandhan doesn't give them the ticket. So there is much more to elections than what it seems like from a distant studio. That is point number one. Point number two that Rajdeep was raising was around narrative. Had Mamata Banerjee had been given some solid piece of advice, she would have at least worked on creating what a Bengal model looks like. All of the challengers, be it Sonia Gandhi or Narendra Modi, left their bastions and went out in a distant part of the country to contest and prove a point that they are a national leader. Sonia Gandhi went to Bellary to win. When Narendra Modi went to Varanasi, and he, changed the entire electoral arithmetic and chemistry because of that.
Okay.
Where will Mamata Banerjee go if she can't even win her own backyard and MLA-ship, as Amit Malviya was pointing out? Where will she go? Will she go to Kanpur, to Lucknow to win an election? I doubt that. I doubt she'll even get 4,000-5,000 votes. So that's the reality. Today, she should be focusing on Bengal model, and instead of that, she's wasting time in Delhi.
Okay, Bishwajit Deb, respond to that. Just wasting the time of the voters of West Bengal. You won a big election. First, try and build the West Bengal model rather than trying to do khela hobe all across the country.
Yes, we will do khela hobe all over the country. We are waiting for 2024. And I would like to reply that try to read the minds of the people. Don't calculate on piece of paper. No arithmetic and no chemistry will work. It is the people who have suffered a lot. It is the people of the country who have suffered a lot due to COVID, due to shortage of vaccine, due to unemployment. So it is 2024 when the opposition will unite, and no doubt the face and the excitement is always now centering around Mamata Banerjee. They are all looking for the leadership of Mamata Banerjee, because you could understand the body language of the opposition after she reached Delhi. The way the opposition
I can see you are very charged up, but I must tell you that the Congress didn't even come for this show. Please, the Congress was earlier supposed to come for this show. They didn't even come for a panel discussion on the conversation. Forget trying to actually have a national realignment or alliance national.
That may be due to some personal difficulties. But try to understand that each and every national leader, they have met her, and they are really looking forward to see something of a Bengal model in 2024. The magic which has worked under her leadership in Bengal.
You know, the difference, Amit Malviya, is that before West Bengal and after 2019, the opposition was despondent. They'd kind of thrown in the towel. They'd come to the conclusion that the BJP under Modi was too big and too strong and difficult to vanquish. From what Bishwajit Deb is saying, and those who are opposition-leaning voices, they now believe they're in with a chance. And you know, the belief that you could win very often gets you and spurs you to do more than otherwise. If you think you're losing, you're more likely to lose bigger than you would have thought. If you think you can win, you are likely to try that little bit extra to turn a tough victory into a possible victory, a tough battle into a possible victory, and that's the difference. The opposition now believes that they have a window and they can try and jump in.
Look, Rahul, if they are going to make these assessments based on the Bengal results, then let me remind them that we rose from 3 seats to 77. We have 2.3 crore votes in Bengal. And since 1994, no other party has won as many seats in opposition as we have. So clearly the BJP from 17% has gone all the way up to 39%. It would be foolhardy for the opposition to believe that Bengal has given them a leg in and the BJP is a weaker party now. Of course, we are far more stronger in Bengal than we were ever. Having said that, Mamata Banerjee can afford to be delusional. The fact is that she still has to win an MLA seat to remain as the chief minister, and that fact should not be lost on her. As far as the opposition unity is concerned, let me remind you, she's been in Delhi last couple of days, and she came a few days back. No opposition leader even thought it appropriate to sit through her speech. Today in the parliament, on the floor of the house, where Rahul Gandhi and other Congress leaders were supposedly seen in control, the TMC member of parliament from Rajya Sabha did not even participate.
Now, those are good points, Rajdeep. The Congress didn't come for this show where we are talking about Mamta being national fulcrum of the opposition.